Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for Taste of Baltimore on behalf of the National Kidney Foundation. My name is Luella Villa and I'm a chef here at McCormick Kitchens and I'm so pumped to be here. Today I will be making one of my favorites, Chimi fish tacos with a pickled mango slaw. What is chimi, you ask? It's the easiest, most flavorful chimichurri sauce you're ever going to have. And what makes it so flavorful is this Cholula green pepper hot sauce. These fish tacos are packed with flavor with only 551 milligrams of sodium per serving. They are a perfect choice for any weeknight dinner. To start our fish taco recipe, first we are going to make our mango slaw. And for this, we are going to combine some mangoes. You can use whatever fruit you would like for this. We are also going to be adding some radishes and a poblano pepper. For our pickling liquid, we are going to go ahead and add to our pot some rice vinegar, some sugar. Now we're going to add our McCormick pickling spice. It has the perfect balance of flavors and spices, and you can't make pickling liquid without it. All right. We're going to mix this just to dissolve the sugar, and I'm going to let this simmer for 5 minutes. It's been simmering for 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off my flame and let this cool for another 5 minutes before we're going to go ahead and strain it over our mangoes. We want our pickling liquid to be fully cooled or at least at room temperature to avoid cooking our mangoes, radishes, and poblanos that will be pickled. All right, so my pickling liquid is all cool and it's ready for my slaw. So I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a strainer and I'm going to put that directly right on top. And I'm going to add all of that wonderful pickling liquid right on in. Go ahead and grab yourself a nice little tong and just give it a nice tossing, making sure all your vegetables and fruits are nicely coated with that pickling liquid. You can use whatever vegetables or fruits you would like that would go perfectly with your fish taco for this recipe. And now that they're all tossed up, all I have to do is cover this up and it can hang out in our fridge until we are ready to eat. All right, and now it's time for our chimi, also known as our chimichurri. And this is relatively easy to make. First, you're going to add 2 cloves of garlic straight onto your blender. You are also going to add equal amounts of cilantro and parsley. So for parsley is one of those herbs that you really just want the leaves and not the stalk. So I'm going to go ahead and just chop it right on there. And this is going to go straight onto our blender along with our cilantro. And now our Cholula green pepper. Like I said, this is my secret weapon for that wonderful chimichurri flavor. And all we have to do is add our olive oil in. You can either stream this in or you can go ahead and just add it on right from the get-go. We're just going to let that run in our blender until everything is thoroughly combined and give it a nice little shut-off. How easy was that? And now that our chimichurri sauce is done, we're going to go ahead and save half of it for after when our fish is done. And we are going to take the rest of it and pour that straight onto a Ziploc bag. And in our bag, we're going to go ahead and add our fish. Today we are using mahi-mahi, but you can use whatever white fish you want for this recipe. So now that our fish is inside our Ziploc bag, we're just going to go ahead and push as much of the air out, zip it on through, and we are going to give it a nice little massaging, making sure that our fish is covered by that wonderful Cholula chimichurri sauce. Now that our fish is all covered with our wonderful chimichurri sauce, we're going to go ahead and put that in the fridge so it can marinate for at least 30 minutes so it can get all those wonderful flavors. All right, our fish is nicely marinated and it's time for the grill. So go ahead and take your grill and put it over medium flame, making sure that it's nice and hot for when we're ready to put our fish on. Before we even start cooking our fish, what I like to do is I like to take off any marinade that might be left over on the fish. If we leave that on, the problem that we're going to run into is that that's just going to burn away. Make sure you dispose of your marinade that your fish was previously in. We do have our marinade left over from earlier that we can go ahead and top our fish in the end with. So my grill is nice and hot and I'm gonna go ahead and put my fishes right on it. You really want to hear that sizzling sound to make sure that your griddle or your pan is nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and cook this for 3 to 5 minutes per side, or until your fish can be flaked with a fork. These grill marks look great. That's exactly what you're looking for. What we're going to do is have exactly the same grill marks on the other side, and once you're there, that means your fish are done and ready to go. So our fish looks perfect. Let's go ahead and put that on our platter or our plate, whatever we may be using. And we are going to go ahead and top that all off with our reserved Cholula chimichurri. We want to do this while it's still hot, so the nice heat from the fish is going to go ahead and melt away that nice chimichurri sauce right on top. And now let's build our tacos. Right here I have some tortillas that I previously warmed up. And I'm going to go ahead and take 2 forks, flake off my taco, and see that nicely cooked fish right there. I'm going to go ahead and put that right on my tortilla. Garnish it with our mango slaw from earlier. And who does not love more chimichurri sauce? So I'm going to go ahead and just garnish that right on top. And it's going to go directly on my taco holder. And I'm going to go ahead and make another taco. And don't forget to go ahead and bowl up the rest of your mango slaw, because that's going to go ahead and be a great addition to our taco night. How easy was that? I really hope I inspired you to make this dish. This taco recipe yields about 10 tacos, enough for you and a friend, or just for you. The perfect guest star to your next Taco Tuesday. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of Taste of Baltimore on behalf of the National Kidney Foundation. For more recipes and inspiration, make sure you click on to McCormick.com. Thank you.